Anyway, guys, we're doing a new episode, Cop 1988, directed by James Harris, starring James Woods. This is one of the great 80s cop movies. It's an excellent cop movie. Here's the thing, it's about a cool cop and a cool dad, James Woods.
Yeah, this is both cool. This is a cool dad movie and a cool cop movie.
He's a great character. He's in a terrible movie. This movie has the worst plot of any cop movie ever.
Why? What are you talking
It's
about?
the same plot as every fucking cop movie we
Well,
watch.
it's an Elmore
Hey, don't talk over
Leonard
me.
movie.
Don't talk over me.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Loose
Hold on,
cannon,
Mike.
loose...
Let Adam say what he was going to say real
All
quick.
right, all right.
It's based on an Elmore Leonard novel.
It's actually based on a James Ellroy novel. But anyway,
What?
Mike,
Hey, why do those guys have such similar names? Jesus Christ. Who can keep track? What's the fucking difference? You know what I'm saying? Mike, go ahead.
So a movie about a loose cannon LAPD cop trying to find a serial killer. We've never done a movie like this before. It's totally original.
but he's a cool dad. He's a good guy. He's cool. Here's what I find fascinating about Mike. He doesn't like To Live and Die in LA. He doesn't like this movie, Black Rain with Michael Douglas.
Black Rain is sick. It has style to it. It's style. This movie has no style.
James
It's
Woods
the
just
same shit.
needed like a poofy like lady hair, like glamour shots, lady hair, and then
His clothes are pretty cool, right, Mike? And his shoes.
He's a dad for like 5 minutes. We see him be a dad for like 5 minutes in the entire
I think
movie.
that this is more of a cool cop movie than a cool dad movie, but I understand how it works as both because he is a cool dad. His wife takes his daughter away from him, and he's like, "Well, better fuck some lady that I met on the case."
C'est la vie.
But
he
he already
curses at his
fucked-
daughter.
He
he'd already
fucks a
fucked her.
lady on the case, then his wife left him. But he probably has been banging lots of chicks.
But she doesn't get, the wife doesn't get that, like the like scum that he has to deal with every day, and that can be very stressful. Sometimes you got to blow off some steam by fucking a lady that you meet while investigating a case.
I should have been a cop. When I watch these movies, I'm just like, why couldn't I have been a homicide detective? This is the best life. You have a gun,
Dude.
you get in everybody's business. You're just in their business.
Yeah, you'd be
Telling-
doing to like poor Latino
telling-
families what you do to me on the podcast. What you
Yeah,
just did to me.
what do you do? Where were you? Who are you talking to?
Don't talk over me.
What are you doing?
No sé, papi.
Mexican accent or speaking Spanish?
They call you Poppy, the old Mexican ladies that you talk to.
Yeah, this movie is so much. It's so much better than Training Day. I mean,
Why
Training Day
don't you like Training Day?
because Training Day is a cartoon. This is a guy that we can all relate to. He's a great homophobe, and this is the most realistic cop ever put on film.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this movie, it has like a big streak of like, he's like fucking like, he's like, women are fucking idiots. They don't understand how fucked up the world is and stuff. It's got a little bit of that flavor, and that kind of makes it a little special too. Also, it seems like, like James Woods is like a fucking conservative, crazy asshole and shit. And it's like, it seems like it's a movie that he likes. You know what I mean?
Yes. Also, the funny thing about James Woods is he was a diehard Democrat liberal until Bill Clinton lied about the blowjob. That's what turned him.
What?
That's what turned him. He said so on Twitter. I thought it was the funniest thing I ever read. That bothered him.
That'll do it.
He couldn't believe it. In the Oval Office. Yeah, James Woods is in this movie. He was working with James Harris. James Harris, the director and writer, he worked with Stanley Kubrick. He worked on The Killing, possibly Killer's Kiss. He worked on Lolita. He was Stanley Kubrick's first producer and collaborator. And he made some movies in the 70s, but then in the 80s, he had a good run with James Woods in the 80s. They made Fast Walking and Cop. And
What's
then he
fast
later
walking about a guy who's walking fast?
Yeah.
Power walking racer.
Oh, hell yeah. But he's like a real misogynistic piece of shit. He's like,
Yes.
ladies can't walk like this. Check this out. You want to see a lady, and then he does that like really fast, like wiggle walk where his arms are like, like
It's famous for him hosing down two naked women. Actually, he just hoses them down. You see their tits and their
that
pussy and
sounds cool.
everything. And he's
Nice.
like,
You see their pussy to completely naked women?
yeah, two ugly women, one black, one white. And then later on, he does it to
Oh,
a
hell
hot
yeah.
chick. He does it to a hotter one, and you just see her tits.
Oh, damn.
No puss.
That's so
And
crazy.
then his I think it's his last movie, Boiling Point, with Dennis Hopper and Wesley Snipes. That's the sequel to Live and Die in L.A. based on the book that is the sequel of To Live and Die in L.A. But it's totally different characters. I think Wesley Snipes is playing one of the characters from To Live and Die in L.A.
Like the cop, the partner.
Something like that. It's a weird movie. Has some cool scenes.
Are these good movies good? The hosing down the ladies sounds like a good movie. They should. That's what they should have called it. Hosing down ladies.
He makes weird genre movies. He doesn't really have much style. He's not like Ridley Scott, but he's into these weird characters.
But he has the poofy hair, so.
Well, I'm talking about the director, but yeah.
Yeah, the director has the poofy hair, so you don't see it on screen, but the energy is still there, Mike.
He's got poofy hair energy.
Yeah, glamour shots hair. 80s mom. Did you guys moms have 80s glamour shot photos?
Yeah. Permed hair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I very vividly remember seeing a picture of my mom came home one day with like a headshot of her with like poof, like all maked up and stuff, and like a photo shoot, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" She's like, "I got this at the mall."
She's like, I was in Playboy magazine. Look at my giant tits.
Yeah.
My big fucking red cooter.
That's what it was. I thought it was glamour shot. That's everybody else's mom.
I watched this movie last night, Female Perversions at New Beverly, with Tilda Swinton, and you just see her big red bush, just like 10 feet across.
Oh, on the big screen.
Just huge, just ultra long, never been shaved pubic hair, just so long, just red, and it's like
probably a
artistically.
Merkin, right?
No, it's a real red fire crotch.
Whoa. That's what she brings to the table. Love a lady with like big, thick ass bush.
And then you see
can't even see the pussy.
Well, then you see her ass. She has the worst ass in woman history.
Hell yeah.
No ass. So flat.
Dude, imagine if she had her bush went around her ass too, and you couldn't see her ass or her pussy. And you're just like, well, I wonder what's in there. Probably something good. I'll jack off to this right now.
I'll tell you what's in there. A little pale white hole with some freckles on it.
But hey, that little pale hole can give
like,
a hell of a performance.
What do you think of Tilda Swinton?
She's a dog with pancake ass, apparently. Although
she's not a dog. She's not a dog. She just looks like a fucking weird alien lady.
She's like an androgynous woman.
No, I don't really like calling ladies dogs, but I don't because I don't think it's specific enough.
I don't know. There's that one girl on Twitter, or I don't know if it's a girl or a boy on Twitter that keeps posting all those girls with big bushes, and I'm Gore Girl. Yeah, is she a listener?
She's a girl.
Yeah,
no, she's a listener. She's a lady.
No, that's Gore Vidal. That's Gore Vidal.
Oh, well, her puss pics with Harry, they're kind of doing it for me as of late.
I like Bush. I think it's kind of cool and like like stinky and like natural and like thinking about if you got thick bush, she's got thick bush. You guys are bumping bushes and stuff. You know what I mean? Just like the bushes get all tangled up together. That's hot shit.
I only like a bush if it's like it existed in the 70s.
You don't like bushes now? You think it's what, passe?
Now I'm not, like on a woman today, it's like I don't like it. But a woman in the 70s, I like it. That's my complexity.
You're a complex person. What about leg hair and armpit hair?
Did dudes eat pussy in the 70s, or is that like a 90s and forward thing?
I think with the women's lib, I think they were eating pussy.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
You know who this is?
Oh, of course, the queen, the dame. Look at those.
Damn.
Helen Mirren in Savage Messiah.
Damn, that's nice.
She got it going on, fellas. It's cool that she's completely naked and like walking around, and you see it for a long time.
What about that bush, Mike?
It's nice. She's hot. I mean, I know that's a hot take that Helen Mirren, a young Helen Mirren, is fine, but
Hey, she gets naked when as an old lady in a movie too.
gross.
No, it's good actually.
That movie's called Adam's favorite movie.
Hell yeah, dude. I think she's still a dame to me.
What about the women in Cop? There's two floozies. One, he kills a suspect, and then she's like, am I gonna have to go to the police? I just met this guy. He's like, I'll take you home. And he
Nice
takes her home
tits.
and he bangs her. Or it's
Fake,
implied he does.
fake implants, breast implants.
Possibly, but they look good. And
Yeah, they were
then
nice.
Hey, yeah, that's okay. That's cool. You know, hey, what are you gonna do?
he meets a witness who's an older actress. And she's like, I do what older actresses or models do. He's like, what's that? Sell Quaaludes and escort. But anyway, she takes him out
true?
she invites him for breakfast, and then he bangs her while the breakfast is sizzling.
And she had
Burn.
nicer tits than the previous woman. It's like they get better and better.
That's a good quality in a movie.
This is another reason why it's better than Black Rain. If you remember in Black Rain, Michael Douglas never banged Kate Capshaw.
You get to see Michael Douglas's tits.
He has a platonic friendship with her, and also a Japanese man.
Yeah. That Japanese man had some pretty good little titties, though.
Maybe I know in Training Day he has Ava Mendes, so that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
I will say Training Day is better than Black Rain.
Oh my God. Training Day is better than this movie by far.
Man, you came in guns blazing on this podcast, Mike. When you joining this podcast, you came in with the hottest take.
What was that take? That Black Rain is good?
Yeah, that you loved Black Rain.
I do like Black Rain. I did like that movie.
I remember William and I were smoking weed one night, and he was like, "Look at this stupid movie," and he was just like laughing at Michael Douglas.
The hair, the swords, the motorcycles, the Japanese culture.
Andy Garcia being an idiot, riding on the motorcycle with him, and they're having a conversation, and then Andy Garcia's head gets cut off.
That part's cool.
Training Day is based off of a true story. Cop is totally fiction. I don't see how this is more of a cop movie. Training Day is way better.
Wow.
What do you mean it's based on a true story?
It's bullshit.
There was a dude, Raphael, that's based on an actual LA cop that was like super crooked.
Oh, but there's like a million like gangs and shit in the LAPD, right? Or is that the sheriff's department?
It's like it's based on a true story. That doesn't mean anything in it happened. They just say that. They go like, "Oh, it's like Rudy is based on a true story," and they changed the ending. He never got to play football.
Ooh, that's a real bubble burst.
You know what I mean? They changed some crazy real life stories into movies and just
there's no story though without that. What's the fucking story that Rudy was this like fucking loser who rode the bench?
Yeah,
he was a fucking like annoyed people into being on the Notre Dame football team.
Yeah.
Training Day's ultimate message is a powerful one. You may live as if the ends justify the means, but in the end, justice prevails. That's deep.
Who said that?
I don't know. It's just a quote. It's a quote on Google. One of the questions was, "What is the point of the movie Training Day?" that was the
like
answer.
The AI answer.
I guess. That was funny.
All right. Well, hey, that sounds pretty good to me.
Training Day. What are they? Narcotics cops in Cop. He's a homicide detective, and who does he find? A woman killed by a serial killer. And only him by himself is able to crack the serial killer case.
Classic.
Using all the clues. One of the clues being he's in the house, there's this lady dead, upside down, blood everywhere, cockroaches in the blood. So what he's got his pen and he's just like poking. He's poking on all the books.
Picks up the phone with his two fingers.
Because it's like the crime scene. Because he's in a crime scene, so he's like, I'm gonna be careful.
Fingerprints. Use the two pinkies, Mike. Use the two pinkies.
Hello, is this the cops? This is the cops. We need.
That's
the cops
how
here.
I answer the phone, actually, too. So,
what does he find? He finds a book, a feminist book by an author named Paula Van Dyke.
I'm fucking hole.
Dyke, get it? She's a feminist.
That's
a huge coincidence that that's her name, and she's like a feminist poet. But,
and then he goes to one feminist bookstore, and it turns out this feminist bookstore is like completely related to the killer. So the woman who owns the feminist bookstore is played by Leslie Ann Warren, who I only really know from Clue, Miss Scarlet, right?
She was in another movie we did too.
Jew.
Yeah, she was in that
it's
movie.
Like Clue.
Jew.
It's like Clue, but there's a dead Jew.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people trying to figure out who stole a corridor.
Was it the Syrian?
Yeah,
but anyway, it rhymed. It seemed like a good idea to me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So she's all frazzled. She's all uptight. But the cop, he's a master of seduction. He's like, hey, my boss is having a party. Why don't you come to the party? So she just goes, and then
why did they went on like a first date to his like a work party? That's a little strange, I think.
He's a very good cop. Look, it's just a good screenplay. It moves, baby. It just one scene after the other.
I will admit that it did go by pretty quick for a 2-hour movie. It did move.
This movie is good, dogs. What are you talking about? Come on, Mikey. What are you gonna? Hey, Mike. What do you give this movie? Let's do the ratings right now.
Were we going to ratings already?
Who cares?
Let me go over the things I did like. I do like the Colt detective special pistol he uses, that little pea shooter. And then when he pulls out his backup gun, it's the same exact gun. I thought that was
on
cool.
His ankle.
Yeah. This is before before Glock and Beretta started making 9mm automatics that everybody carried. I did think it was interesting that none of the cops none of them wore bulletproof vests. He has never wears one. They're carrying billy clubs. It's very old school cop.
Yeah.
There's also no chase. There's also no chase scenes. There's no chase scenes.
Fair.
And there's no like shootouts. There's no like him. Although he does kill that one guy
who is also not wearing a bulletproof vest, which the street level cops definitely would be wearing bulletproof vests, but whatever.
There's a couple of shooting scenes, but it's not big on action. This movie's all about character. It's a mystery detective,
and he's a likable.
It's an old school like.
He's a likable character.
Hey, Leslie Ann Warren was in The Limey. That's what we did with her.
Yeah.
And I like her a lot. I think she's a good actress and she's charming. And
why don't you fuck her butt while you're at it? Come on.
She's got range.
She's ugly.
No,
she's old and haggard.
I wouldn't fuck her butt unless she wanted me to, because I would want to treat her with respect. So
there's a lot of smoking. I like the smoking inside again. They're just smoking cigarettes all the time. I love that.
It's gross. It's too much smoking in this movie. I felt bad for the actors. So I was like, they're smoking a lot of cigarettes.
A lot of nice titties.
He smokes in the crime scene, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, this is fucking. He's like, damn, this is a crazy ass crime.
He smokes on a stakeout hiding in a guy's house. The sheriff, Delbert, or whatever his fucking name is.
Is James Wood LAPD or is he a sheriff?
LAPD.
That's why he detectives.
But that's why the sheriff. He's like, hello. They're like, he makes a note of that, like, oh, you're a sheriff, I'm a detective.
I missed that. Okay.
That's
all what about all the great junk food James Woods eats? Pizza, hot dog, hamburger, donuts, when he's eating those pancakes.
It'd be cool.
And the sheriff comes in. That's a great scene. He's just
those are strawberry waffles, sir. But okay, I get what you're saying.
Mike with the fact check.
God.
He's going crazy on those.
But
waffles.
they did look hella good. He made them look delicious.
It would be cool if James Wood was fat as fuck in this movie. Like the cop should be fat.
The other cop is
Dutch, Uncle Dutch. Now this character is very cliched, but I am happy the character played by Charles Durning, the, wise and old salt the earth guy. I'm glad he doesn't die and have this like, lame scene where he's like, "You get him, James Woods."
Yeah. No, he's um like a put upon friend who's just like, Jesus Christ, I gotta keep helping this guy. Like,
And also,
okay.
there's a lot of shit about like the new generation of cops are born again Christians. They're uptight. They're not into the whoring and the smoking. And
But what are they fucking talking about? Like, that's not true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cops are not like wieners now.
The LA
They're
County
fucking shooting at everybody and like,
LAPD.
the LA County Sheriff's like a big time Christian dude. He's like a big old always talking
Well,
about Christian stuff.
I thought it was a Reagan thing,
That could
but
be.
like
okay.
I thought it was like it's probably more about Hollywood, honestly.
What do you
Like
mean?
like the '80s, like the late '80s, people are like, Huey Lewis, hip to be a square. It's like people. It's not like the '70s. People aren't just like doing coke all the time.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like a cultural
The
thing, you're saying?
the culture's changing.
There's a shift towards conservatism.
Hey, I miss back when LA was full of gay guys walking around turning tricks on Hollywood Boulevard. You just pull your car over, and a walks in and sucks you
Sucks your
off,
cock.
and yeah,
Yeah.
sucks your cock, and you're like, all right, see you later.
That-
It's not the city's changed, man.
well, you're referring to the scene in this movie where that happened?
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
was that. Yeah, okay, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it happened in this movie. Okay.
there was that gay
Or-
gang and that one
Yeah, there's a
gay
gay
guy.
gang. There's some gay extras in restaurants that are fun to watch.
Well, it takes place in there's a lot of West Hollywood, and West Hollywood is the gay part of town. But he acts like it's just like disgusting Sodom and Gomorrah. You go to West Hollywood, it's like the nicest part of LA. Everything is like every guy's like been to the gym, they're in shape, they're clean, they don't like
Everybody looks good.
they have nice, beautiful wangs.
Yeah, but what they're doing behind closed doors is gross. That's what I think they're referring to. They're probably getting poop everywhere, and
Well, yeah,
God knows.
there's some homophobia in this movie. Let's face it. What words does they use in this movie, William?
The F word.
What's that?
He says West Hollywood is a faggot sewer.
Oh my God.
Is
And
that?
I
But
think
there's
that's
more too, right?
I think that's a cool part. He says fruit. He goes like fruit boys.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's cool when they make cops in movies talk like cops. You know what I'm saying?
Faggot sewer is a good adjective. I like
Yeah,
that. It'd be like a good band name or something.
yeah.
Remember Eddie Murphy's first album? His first track is called Faggots, and then his second album is called the first track is called Faggots, and then in parentheses it says reprise because he has to he has to do that bit, and update it about how they're mad at him.
That's funny.
It was the '80s were a different time. People
Amen.
said that word like nothing.
Yeah, it was a different time. It meant something different before.
We look at it
used to mean happy.
we look at it now as a bad thing, but at the time it was cool to be
Yeah.
homophobic.
I don't know. I feel like the gays are kind of taking that word back, aren't they? They're kind of they use that word now.
Oh, the gays love calling each like other
Yeah.
gays that they don't like that word, but then
Right,
we can
right.
fucking say it. What the fuck,
Exactly.
Well, that's why I can say it.
Because what do you mean?
What? Because I'm a what, Adam? You better not say it.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm not. I can't use the word. I'm not part of
poofter.
the community, so
A fancy lad.
I wouldn't.
What about this guy, this sheriff guy, Delbert or whatever his name is,
Yeah, he's a
Whitey?
big fat guy. I love him.
He breaks into his house and he has like
Oh,
handcuffs.
that guy.
He has shotguns.
He's got a cool. He's got a cool apartment. He's got like a weight bench, like cool posters. He's got like a really good poster of like a hot fitness lady who's like sweating.
And then James Woods is in the house hiding, I guess, or waiting for him to come home. And he's just smoking a cigarette and he's looking around and he sees this tiny little microphone. And then he follows the string outside and opens this like electrical
Box.
fuse box or something, and inside is the world's biggest tape recorder. It's so incredibly big, and that was placed there by the serial killer. That is the exact moment the movie just goes like downhill so fast, because it's such a cool character study. You don't need this, like, what is it? The serial killer is recording, and then he listens, and then he finds out like the cop and Birdman are partners, and Birdman's a street hustler. And then he finds from Leslie Ann Warren that she tells this horrifying story about being raped when she was in high school in Silver Lake in the 70s. And James Woods makes a joke. He's like, well, I've already heard the rape. I might as well hear the whole enchilada. And she gets all mad. He's like, no, come on, please. Come on. Come on. I want to hear the story. Talk to me. Turns out that sheriff and Birdman raped her. And then this poet guy knew it. And ever since then, he's been killing women and sending notes with flowers that she's been saving. And she thinks he's romantic because she's like a dumb liberal woman. She's like, he's so sweet and sensitive. He writes poems.
Yeah.
And James Woods figures this all out very quickly by breaking and entering, stealing things from her locked chest, being kicked off the police force, totally suspended, and then has a karate shootout in a gymnasium where the guy's jumping around doing flips, and he has an Uzi, and James Woods has a shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
And he also kills the shop teacher in a car. And leaves a little note like, Phys Ed is next.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you call your cops to like surround the place and back?
No,
up,
but it's good because
they don't
he's
have the budget
kicked
for
off
that.
he's kicked off the force.
Yeah.
He has to be a
lone wolf.
Yeah, rogue lone wolf. You know what I'm saying?
A rogue wolf.
That's called storytelling. Oh, Mike's showing us his nuts right now.
I was not. I'm just trying to get comfortable here. Moving around here. You want to see my nuts? I'll show you my nuts.
Dude,
No,
I'd love to. I want to see what's going on down there. Everyone's talking.
You want to see my downstairs mix up?
Yeah.
Yeah, like serial killer investigations involve so many police officers. They're so complicated because
he's doing he's like, obviously like
Cobra.
He's a little cobra. He's got a little cobra in him.
But the thing is with serial killer investigations is they usually involve so many suspects, like so many people to just even narrow down who did it, who did what, that you'll go crazy. But he zeroes in on one suspect so quickly. Bobby Franco, the poet laureate of Silver Lake High, 1972.
Of course, this fucking stupid lady thinks she's like in love with this guy who's ended up being the killer. This fucking women are so fucking stupid, guys.
He also writes he writes his high school
that's what the movies say.
Motto on the bed of when he kills Birdman.
Oh yeah, we will overcome or something. I think that Martin Luther King, like that.
We shall overcome.
Yeah. It's like a Negro song.
Whoa.
Is that shit. That's another N-word? Any N-word is bad?
Yes.
Fuck. Whoops.
It's all right.
N-word spiritual. Is that better?
We'll edit that out.
Okay.
Calm down, Kanye West.
Yeah. It's time to Oh yeah, the real offense. Nobody's offended by the N-word. They're offended by the H word in that song. You know what I'm saying? You can't even say the H word these days. Hitler. You can't. I guess you can say it. Yeah.
Whoa.
You can say that. Yeah, I feel like you can say the H word.
Yeah, you can say Hitler.
But why aren't people offended by the N-word? You get what I'm saying? He's doing interesting things.
Because no one's actually offended.
Say what?
No one's actually offended. People are just like, oh, you broke the rule. People want to chastise
Bad
you
boy.
and control you and say they're better than you because you said the wrong word. But we all know,
yeah,
these things change over time. And like 100 years ago, the worst thing you could do was be blasphemous. If you said like "God damn" in like public, people
People
would
will be like, "Oh shit!"
people would like kick your ass. Like I will put up your duke, sir. You do not take the Lord's name in vain.
Mm.
So these things are always changing.
Meanwhile, they're
That's-
like or fucking like just murdering a Native American. You know what I'm saying?
In
100
the
years ago.
1920s.
Oh yeah, back in the 100
Yeah.
years ago,
1925.
1920s.
Yeah.
If you
They
guys
did
know your
lynch
history,
pe-
you know what I'm talking about.
there were lynchings in 1925 of black people.
Sure.
Things were better
Sure.
back then, is what William is saying.
Now you get lynched online.
Oh yeah, it's basically the same thing. Fucking that one fucking who's somebody who's gotten lynched online recently.
David Lynch.
Yeah, that's true. He got lynched online.
You need a cup of coffee or something, Adam? You're pretty tired.
I'm good.
It's like-
All right.
You're like hunched over and you can't even think. Like,
Guys,
You're not even
Working
drinking
too-
your beer.
I'm working two. I already drank. Oh
Oh.
shit! I'm working two jobs. I put my two kids to bed by myself. I'm
Awesome.
doing
What did you think of the
I'm doing
movie
two
Cop?
podcasts. I like this movie. I think it's pretty fun to watch.
Tell us what you like about it.
I like that
Oh,
it has.
hold on. One more thing, real quick. You can watch this movie for free on YouTube.
Oh, nice. In 1080p. I got one of those 1080p's, by the way. William has a 720p.
What did you like about the movie, Adam?
I liked that well, James Woods is very good in this movie. It's a handsomely directed picture. William liked that. He smiled a little bit.
It says you can't even say anything that like you could be talking about anything. It's a handsome picture.
This is hey, I said two things.
Do you have any opinion? You're a grown man. You watched a movie. Do you have
I don't.
something
I
specific?
don't.
You're just like styrofoam brain. You really are Stimpy.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm tired. You know, it's because you know I'm
It's every
tired
episode.
right now. And he's attacking.
He's attractive and handsome, and it's
I
good.
didn't say Jay. I didn't say he was.
It's
James Woods was a handsome man. He's good in the movie. The movie, it's got snappy dialogue. It can be a little campy sometimes, but that's all right. But it's got a.
You can be talking about any movie. That's what I love about this.
Good Lord. What do you
What
want?
scene-
What's the appropriate thing for me to say, William? This guy's the talking police.
Something specific
William is the talking cop.
in the movie. Something specific.
I like the I don't fucking know.
You don't have any opinion. That's what's so funny.
I have opinions. I was
you're
saying
just
my opinion, Mike.
All right. Tell us something.
Don't be.
Mike said the gun. He liked the gun. He liked.
I said James Woods' performance is good in this movie.
I like the
said-
tits.
I like
the snappy
titties, too.
dialogue.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Adam saying this snappy dialogue.
Mike, you fucking coward.
I'd say it
Fucking
was
siding with
funny.
William.
I was saying
What's
it was
a good-
funny.
what
I'm
You
not
are
scene-
on you.
such a coward, Mike.
What scene had good snappy dialogue?
No, I'm
I'll
saying
play it.
sometimes.
I can play it. I can play it on.
Well, what about that monologue where after he talks to his daughter in bed about, he's like, I'll tell you about this perp I busted or whatever. And she's like, tell me, Dad. And then his wife's like, you shouldn't be saying that to her. And then he's like, Jan, I see this shit every fucking day. And he goes on this big monologue. That's a good snappy scene.
There you
His
go.
daughter
What
says-
about that?
What about that
Oh.
motherfucker?
It's like pulling teeth. Yeah, that's a great scene. He goes up to his daughter
It's
and gives her a
really,
hug.
but it's not about pulling. It's not pulling teeth. But you were
You're
just saying
interrupt-
that
but you're
because you are
interrupting.
grumpy.
You're interrupting.
William's grumpy. It's okay. It's no big deal. We can move past it. I'm above it, so it's fine. Go ahead, William.
He goes to hug his daughter and she goes, "You're shaking." She's like, "Did you have a bad day?" He goes, "How could you tell? You're shaking, Daddy." He's just shaking at the end of the day. It's probably because all he's been doing is drinking coffee and eating donuts and banging whores.
Yeah.
But afterwards, they talk about like a perp, a guy was robbing stores and this and that. And the wife is all mad. She's like, "You're sick. You're damaged. There's something
Yeah.
seriously wrong with you." And he's like, "She's just a little girl." He's like, "They're all little girls."
Yeah.
Whether
She-
they end up with a dyke, it's like, so
Oh, a
it's
dyke,
like
a habit. He's like a dyke. Either every hooker on the street who winds up with a dyke or a habit or
it's like, so if she's a lesbian, that's just like as bad as being a drug addict. He's an old
Good
school
stuff.
cop.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, I mean that's a good acting like a monologue for an acting class, by the way, if anybody is doing that. Check out that monologue. Really get in a lady's face that you're in a class with and say that. Make
It's
her be your
snappy, Mike.
supporter.
It's very snappy. That
Very
dialogue.
snappy. Did I even say that fucking word? I feel like I
Yes, you
didn't
did.
say that word. Oh, nice. Well, I get it. It's a good
It's
word.
got snappy dialogue.
Have you seen the movie, or is this like a book report where you haven't seen
I've seen
the movie or read the book?
It's
Doing
the
the
second
Cliff
time I've
Notes.
seen the movie.
One part I love is when he confronts Delbert. Is that his name? I can't remember. Whitey, and he's like,
Albert. Oh,
he has the gun
Delbert
up
is
to
the
his
fir-
head.
oh, whatever.
He's like, "I'm just a small fish. Please let me go." I really felt bad for this guy. I thought he did a good job acting weak,
Yeah. Good
but it was
casting.
very obvious he was going to come back with that shotgun. But James Woods was ready and killed him.
But
And
why
then
did he put down his one gun and pull the other gun? Why didn't he just use the one gun?
Because he was using that as a Russian or like a click, click, click.
It
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
so-
loaded.
So
it
he
wasn't
needed more.
loaded.
He needed more gun.
Oh, he had the other one already
bullets.
loaded. Okay.
If you were a
that's fair.
cop, you'd get this, Mike.
Yeah.
You're not a cop.
And then there's
like
a
me and William.
there's like funny dialogue because he's like, "Did you sexually harass this woman?" Like Dutch is talking to her. He's like, "Yeah, Dutch, forget about that. You got to come out here. I killed the cop." He's like, "What? You
He's
did
like,
that?
"Fuck."
Oh boy."
Good old Dutch.
People want to believe this is how you solve crimes. This is how you get things. This is how you get results. You have to be a dirty cop. You have to just break the rules. But what ends up happening is you arrest people who didn't commit crimes and you falsify evidence, and then innocent people go to prison. You don't actually like solve anything.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta go.
Sucks.
You gotta follow the book, people.
What, the Bible you talking about?
The book
Talking
of
about the Bible.
justice.
The
Book 'em,
Quran.
Dano.
The law book.
Oh, the law book. Okay. Let's see. What else? What do you think about this movie, William? Do you like this movie?
I told you I love the character. I think he's an amazing character. It's an amazing performance. It's just that he's in a TV episode level mystery. This is the mystery that you would see on like a terrible 1 hour long cop show in the 80s. Like, oh, the chick he's like flirting with some woman, and then it turns out, oh, she knows the killer and from her high school days. Like, this is not a cinematic mystery. This is fucking dumb.
It's like a cop movie by the numbers, just a basic cop movie.
But he's like,
Good
But with
guy.
a great but with a
bad.
great character, Mike.
but
What
it has
about
a
the
point
dialogue?
of view. It has a point of view.
The
though.
dialogue is so snappy. That's the thing I love about it. It just is like snappity, snappity,
Boom,
snap.
boom, just like boom, boom, boom.
All right, motherfuckers. What words would you describe the dialogue as?
Snappy is
Find
perfect.
something better than snappy. Dare you?
I would say it's slappy.
Ooh, that is a good one. All right. It is pretty slappy now that you mention it.
I love it when he bangs the chick and the breakfast is burning.
Yeah, that's cool. This
And then
movie's cool.
it turns out the serial killer was there photographing it, and then like his boss sees the photo.
Yeah.
Oh man, the killer must have caught me.
So
It's
I
like,
thought
what-
that so the guy was saying like, hey, this goes all the way to the top or whatever, like that one cop. But it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's just like a guy. It doesn't actually go all the way to the top.
No, it does not.
So
The
turns
guy
out.
at the top is this Raymond J. Barry guy who's playing the exact same character he played in Falling Down, the police captain.
Oh
And
yeah. I love that guy.
no, he's good.
He looks like my friend Chris Michael.
He was good.
Um. So. mm,
You were
yeah.
going to say something?
Me?
Throw out a question, Adam.
A question for who?
Throw
For
out an
Mike?
observation. Let's
Mike.
get this.
Mike,
Yes.
hey, have you ever fucked a lady with fake titties?
Yeah, my baby mama has fake tits.
Oh, nice.
Question about the movie.
Oh, I don't have any questions.
What
William,
do you
have
think
you
of
ever
James
fucked a
Woods'
lady with fake
shoes?
titties?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Now, what did you think about James
You ever
Woods' shoes?
you ever suck on a fake titty, or like kiss a fake titty?
Yeah.
Adam, you ever edit a porno movie today?
Hey,
Let's talk about that. Your new job where you edit porno. Since you don't want to talk about the movie,
Is this off limits? Are we not supposed-
I've been hired to edit adult content, some of which is adult content. It's pretty tasteful stuff. But
Tasteful pornography.
it's a
I like that.
W-2 job, and that's the only time I've ever been offered a W-2 job is from this. So in this economy,
Do you edit any of the dialogue?
I try to make it as snappy as possible.
Yes. Out of the park. I set you up. You knock him down.
So, guys, we're having fun here. We don't need to talk about my new job.
All
do you
right,
jerk
all right.
off at work?
No, I've only done it one time. It only got me one time. I'm a professional, you know what I mean? So,
Once a day or just once?
guys,
time
I'm
total?
jerking off at every editing job.
That's I don't understand. Why wouldn't you?
I was jerking off at Disney. So
I don't like to
Just
jerk
kidding.
off. I don't like to jerk off with the sun out. You know what I mean?
the sun. What are you talking about?
Yeah. What are you talking?
I can't. I have to jerk off at night.
You're a mature man. I
Wow.
understand.
Wow.
That's a rule. That's a Billiam rule.
You never rub one out of work just for the hell of it?
The
No.
mood never strikes you, William?
Yeah, I have a couple
No.
times.
You know, a man's testosterone peaks actually kind of in the morning. That's why when you get older, you kind of wake up at, as a guy. You guys are waking up around like 5 or 6.
Well,
probably.
I'm not
Yes.
drinking my first cup
That's
of
why.
Joe, watching
wake up with a
porno
big
for
boner.
work, and just masturbating all day long to Lexi Nicole.
Oh, aren't you so great? Hey, don't talk about my boss.
She's a beautiful lady. I love her tattoos. Now,
She's a beautiful. That's one of my bosses. I have
let's
a kind
get to
of a
ratings.
cabal
Let's
of ladies is my boss.
people. We're all tired. There's nothing else to say about Cop. I give it 3.5 stars. I love this character, but I gotta admit, this is a bad mystery.
I'm giving it 2.5. It's just a cliched cop movie, just like every other cop movie we would watch so far.
Except for Black Rain, right?
I
It's a
don't
good
see
one.
anything that much. But Black Rain has style that these movies do not have at all.
I
Empty
like
calories, in my opinion. But go ahead.
I like how the whole movie is kind of like he's debating with like his wife, and then like with Leslie Ann Warren, who's like this feminist poet, about like what they think, what they like if it's like it's arguments against like feminism and all that stuff, and I like that the movie is like it turns out the man is right, that
Yeah.
James Woods is right. So
You like when she's like, I got to smoke a little weed and take a bath. He's like, you want me to be relaxed, right? He's like, oh, yeah, definitely. Before he's like, about the banger.
yeah, and I like
Just
the sleazy
fucking
old LA.
stoned.
I like old LA, seeing old LA. It's always nice.
Silver Lake.
I think this is a handsome movie. I love, I'm a Silver Lake homeboy, just like James Woods and just like Leslie Ann Warren. So I like that. And I like the sax songs. There's some good sax.
Why
in
didn't you say
movie.
this earlier?
Well, you were putting me on the spot. You're critical. I didn't even
you're
fucking get a chance to say it. Are you kidding? Actually, you're like on me. You're saying I'm talking in front of you. You're all trying
It's
to
just
be all
rolling
mean.
off the tongue now.
I've been given the spotlight, and I'm taking it, baby.
You're the
How
fucking
many
frog
stars?
from One Froggy Evening.
What is that? What is One Froggy? Oh, the Hello My Baby guy.
Yeah, the WB frog.
Yeah,
How many
I am the
stars,
frog.
Adam? The stars of Hollywood.
I'm a star. If you give me a spotlight, I'll be a star. That's the problem. You always want to take it for yourself, right, Mike?
Yeah, but what he's saying is, how many stars do you give this movie?
I think I enjoy this movie quite a bit, and
Wow.
I would give it 4 stars.
Whoa. All right.
It's
You
a
like it?
fun movie. James Woods is good.
You think this movie is more fun than Black Rain?
Yeah.
Oh my
Black Wayne
God.
is, Rain is Black Wayne is so boring.
I don't like Black Wayne. I don't
It
like
Black
Black
sucks,
Wayne.
Black
Mike.
Black Wayne is fucking so long and stupid, and Michael Douglas is a
Hold
fucking
on.
little idiot bitch, and he doesn't do
Adam, do you
anything.
think this is better than um that Mickey Rourke China Year of the Dragon movie?
Oh, hard to say. I don't quite remember. I liked that movie too. So,
That movie
that
had
movie's both of
style.
them are better, definitely better than Black Rain. Mike just likes Black Rain because he's fucking half Japanese and
Yes, come on, give that to me.
he wants to be, you know,
I want to be
it's
Michael
like it
Douglas.
is kind of that is like a Mike movie if you think about it, like half Japanese, half American,
Blades,
half white, fucking
motorcycles.
poofy hair, like idiot, like yeah, motorcycles, stupid.
Annoying ladies, Kate
Yeah, he's
Capshaw,
bugging
just
ladies. He's not fucking anybody. This is like Mike's movie to a T.
a
I
good co-
fuck.
Got you,
a
motherfucker.
I
good
have
cop,
fucked.
a good
When was the
cop
last
who
time you
doesn't
fucked any lady?
Whoa, that's a big question.
a blonde.
When was the last time you fucked a blonde lady?
It's probably been it's been a few years. That would be like 2 or 3 girlfriends past. 1, 2, maybe 3.
William?
I'm not
When
really
was the
into
last time you
blondes. I
fucked a
like black
blonde lady?
hair.
I fucked a beautiful blonde faggot in West Hollywood last week on
Oh,
at the Black Cat Club. There's a in the beginning of the movie they go. There was a robbery at the Black Cat. The Black Cat actually is the first gay bar in LA. And it had a gay riot before Stonewall. I know
in
this
Silver
because
Lake, the one in Silver Lake.
yes, the one in Silver Lake. That was there's a plaque on it. It says
How come they don't call it the Black Cat?
I like the
Riots,
Black
whatever.
Dawn
Why the
or
fuck is
something.
that not the one? Why is
why do you think?
Stone? What's it called?
Stonewall Jackson.
Wenge. Okay.
Next week movie we're doing one of the great directors have died. James Foley, director of what did we do recently? Oh yeah, At Close Range. He died. He made a little
Damn.
movie called
R.I.P.
After Dark, My Sweet.
Oh boy.
Jason Patrick.
After Dark.
Is this a cool dad movie or
Nope. Cool Dads is over. We're moving on to something else. Cool Crooks.
all right?
Criminals. Cool Criminals.
Okay, I like the sound of that. Oh God, an American neo-noir crime thriller. Oh my God, jeez.
Oh yeah,
Williams,
baby.
We haven't seen any
Williams
of
like
these.
wiggling his tongue back and forth in his mouth, kind of like, like he's gonna eat Mike's pussy.
What do you like, Mike? What kind of movies do you like, Mike?
What do you mean? In general,
You like Sling Blade.
I did like Sling Blade. I told you, Tree
I
of
wish I
Life
could have
is one of
seen
my
that movie.
favorites. Synecdoche is one of my favorites. Movies that I love. American Me was awesome. That movie fucking rules.
Wait, did
So
you do Mike's gun corner in this movie?
I like more movies about the bad. I like movies about bad guys, not good guys.
Did you do?
The only gun corner I have in this movie is the Colt Detective Special that's in basically every cop movie we watched so far. It's that little pea shooter 38 revolver. And yeah, cops did carry this type of gun in the 80s. I mean, they wouldn't carry it anymore because cops don't really carry revolvers, but it is a cool gun. We saw it twice in this movie. Travis Bickle carries one. We've seen it in a bunch of movies. It's a cool gun. Colt 38 Special.
Would you recommend our listeners get this gun?
I like smaller guns because I have smaller hands.
I love this detail. I
but-
love that you always like specify this detail.
Oh, have I gone over
And
that
like
several times?
Hold
the listeners
on.
their imagination is running wild right now with how small your hands are.
Yeah, I mean
The
it's
guns
weird.
can be too big. Like a 45 is just too big.
Yeah, I come from a 9mm family. We don't buy 45s or anything like that. But I understand the argument. In California, you can only have 10 bullets in your gun. So if you're gonna have 10 bullets, they might as well be big bullets like in a 45. But I think I can do anything with a 9mm that you can do with a 45. I don't see the need for it.
I like a silver 357 snub nose.
Yeah, and that's what they used
what
to
I-
carry.
That's just
That's
because
what-
that's the most like your penis. That's why you
That's
like
what I
it.
like.
Reliability. You know,
I just like how it
revolvers
looks,
always
and
It's
ends up
also-
bang.
reliable. It's snub nose, but it's reliable.
Yeah.
William's penis, I mean. That and that's so that's a good I'm giving you a compliment.
You want to end on William Snubnose penis?
No, William's got to get me back. And watch this. It's going to
Adam,
be
plug your
awesome.
OnlyFans. Plug your OnlyFans.
Hey, sex work is work, okay?
You're a sex worker.
I'm a
respect
sex
that.
worker. Yeah, you gotta. It's the
You're in
oldest
the-
profession. I'm in the oldest profession now.
The gig economy lives on, but it's not a gig. You're a W-2. That's great. Congratulations,
know.
Adam. You've
Isn't that
succeeded
great?
in life. You've
I
done
finally got it. I finally
it.
did
Did
it.
it. You finally found an industry that's has a future in America.
Chase the
Yeah.
man down, and now you're on the dole.
I gotta say, I am starting to get in the groove, and I'm starting to like this job. I'm starting to really see
Be
the
Madonna.
yeah.
Into the groove.
Right
Get
on.
into
That's
the
good.
groove. It's like a
I can't
knocked
complain.
Up. Remember in Knocked Up when he like stops smoking weed and he starts working and he's like working at an office, like getting his life together.
Tragedy.
But it's just Adam just like sitting down,
Yeah.
working in the adult film industry. Just like
That-
I finally belong somewhere.
Did you really quit smoking weed?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Good. Me neither. I tried that swag diet like you recommended. That did not work at all.
What do you mean the swag diet?
The buying lower grade weed and
What do you
trying
mean it
to,
didn't work? What are you talking about?
I just went and bought Chronic the next day because it wasn't
Well-
getting me high.
No. Well, what did you get?
I just bought regular non-infused weed.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't have the hash and the keef and all that shit mixed in, and it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work for you.
It
Damn,
didn't.
dude.
It didn't
You
scratch
take a
the itch.
you take a break for a little bit, maybe it'll work. I'm really liking these low THC joints because I gotta,
I got one of
I was
these.
I was
still.
getting hurt by weed, by like dispensary weed.
Keef covered.
Yeah,
Wait,
those
William's
are the type of things
back?
I smoke. No, it's not smoked. I don't know what he's doing with it.
I've had it for over a year, just sitting there.
Do it on the pod.
Smoke them if you got them.
Come on, bro. Blow it in your cat's face.
I
No, like-
used my vape,
Oh,
a
when you
couple
lost a lot of
times.
money
and I
Just got-
just
in the with the tariff
Fucked up.
thing.
I just felt fuzzy. I didn't really feel high or anything. It's just
I don't think vape
Aw.
is. I think if you hit that keef, you'd be
what
saying,
happy.
I'm back, baby. You'd be like the mask. You'd be like, smoke it.
Maybe like I turn a green face.
You smoke a lot.
You'd be like dancing around the apartment and stuff, and like, bothering your girlfriend.
You know, The Mask is my favorite comic book of all time.
No, really. Yeah, because it's like very bloody and stuff. Is that
Yep.
why you like it, or why do you like it?
It's because it's very well written. It has snappy dialogue.
Nah,
sounds
No,
pretty
you're
good.
never gonna live that down, bro.